Well, good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for coming out on a rainy afternoon just before the polar vortex descends upon us. Every day I drive around the city and I see transformation happening everywhere. That is progress that will have truly a lasting impact, not just on that section of the city, but on the people who reside in that part of the city. And the project that we are announcing today certainly fits that bill and then some. I want to take you back a little bit in history and talk about Jacobsville, talk about the master plan that was done there and its big 8 ideas. The city partnered with the Jacobsville Area Community Corporation to revitalize the North Main Street corridor and create a great complete street there. We've seen the beginnings of new business development and enterprise there, including the DeVita Dialysis Center. Gaelic Cakes has expanded to a larger location. We've had a fitness center move into a former furniture store, and those are among the most recent changes. But there have also been a number of changes related to housing, and housing is really the topic of the day this afternoon. We have cleared a number of blighted properties in the Jacobsville area in the last 3 years. In fact, over 100 blighted properties have been cleared to make way for new development. Some of the developments that are underway and are progressing: Garfield Commons, 47 new units; Garvin Loft, 27; Carpenter Court and the old St. Joe School has over 40 units. All these projects have increased the availability of new, safe, affordable, and decent rental housing in Jacobsville. The announcement we're about to make is yet another example of the tremendous level of collaboration that exists in our city between the private sector, the not-for-profits, and with local government. I couldn't be more proud of what's going on, and certainly the announcement we're going to make today will have a huge impact and a positive effect on what we're trying to do community-wide with affordable housing. To talk more about what we're going to all hear about today, from the Vectren Corporation, Brad Ellsworth.
Mayor Winnicky, thank you very much. And hi, everybody. My name is Brad Ellsworth. I'm president of Vectren Energy Delivery South. Mayor, it's great to partner with the city again. We've done solar lights on the Greenway. We've done a solar field in the cemetery. And today we talk about something exciting and much needed in our community. And when our community is successful, companies that reside here will be successful. And to that end, the Vectren Foundation has developed a plan that calls for investing $5.5 million in workforce housing in Evansville neighborhoods over the next 5 years. An initial allocation of $1 million is going towards single-family homes, construction and repair, and that will begin this spring. The investment, which will include $4.5 million for multifamily projects located throughout the city of Evansville, and discussions are on the way right now, not only the project that we're talking about today in Jacobsville, but are ongoing with developers as we speak regarding other strategic projects. Our initial partners include the City of Evansville, Hope of Evansville, and Habitat for Humanity. That's a pretty good list. I'm proud to stand with those partners any day of the week. Additional partners are welcome as this gets out on the news waves today. We are welcoming other people with ideas and developers to have the desired impact. These units we talk about today will be primarily targeted for families and individuals making between 35% and 120% of area median income. Simply, this means that a family making $22,785 could have the opportunity to own their own home, that American dream that we all know. Current estimates show that our community is between 1,500 and 3,000 units short in the area of affordable housing. The Jacobsville Quality of Life Plan, supported by the neighborhood, completed in 2014, showed housing to us is an area of focus. We believe that Jacobsville is poised for that revitalization, and we are proud to collaborate and do our part to see that this revitalization happens. It's now my pleasure to introduce Beth Vaults with Habitat for Humanity.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I am Beth Vaults. I'm the Executive Director of Habitat for Humanity of Evansville. And as many of you know, Habitat's vision is a world where everyone has a decent place to live. And we carry that out by bringing God's people together to build homes, community, and hope. And locally in Evansville, our target will be for the next 5 years to build 100 homes in our community. And Habitat is working to improve the quality of life in neighborhoods through this home construction, through our stabilizing families, through our education program, and also in revitalizing neighborhoods, because we know when we put new homes in the neighborhoods, it helps to revitalize those neighborhoods. Jacobsville is a wonderful neighborhood. Lots of exciting things happening in Jacobsville. You heard the mayor mention several of the things that are going on, but think about that complete street project that happened along Main Street that really improved that neighborhood. Think about the Otters, who are going to be celebrating their 25th anniversary this year in Bossy Field. And think about Deaconess's Aquatic Center. Lots of exciting things happening in Jacobsville. But yet that neighborhood is one of the neighborhoods that has the highest poverty rates in our city. And the residents themselves came together and identified the need for quality housing to be brought to the forefront in their quality of life plan. And so Habitat is so excited about partnering with Hope of Evansville, with the support of the Vectren Foundation, to be able to put many new homes in this community. This project alone, thanks to the generous funding of Vectren Foundation, will build 20 new homes in Jacobsville. Actually, we hope Habitat helps to build a whole lot more homes than 20, but we're going to start with those first 20. And that represents a $2.1 million investment from Habitat donors. And when you combine that with the 22 homes we built since 2015, Habitat donors will have committed $4.3 million to the Jacobsville neighborhood. So quite an investment in our city and in this neighborhood. While we were really excited to celebrate our 500th home dedication recently, we are equally excited to collaborate with Hope of Evansville and the Vectren Foundation and the City of Evansville to make quality housing a reality for the neighbors in Jacobsville. So now it's my pleasure to introduce Josh Case, who is the Executive Director of Hope of Evansville.
It's always fun to be the last one to go. So, good afternoon. Again, my name is Josh Case. I'm the Executive Director at Hope of Evansville. For over the last 5 decades, we've been helping meet the housing needs in our community through the fulfillment of our mission, which is to ensure that everyone has a safe and affordable place to both live and call home. While we have done great work over this past, we are thrilled to be here today, embarking on this new adventure in collaboration with the Vectren Foundation, Habitat for Humanity, the City of Evansville, and also the Evansville Promise Zone. Jacobsville is right in the heart of Evansville's designated Promise Zone, and this will meet and fulfill quite a few of the goals that we've established as part of that Promise Zone. Over the next 4 years, these partners will be working hand in hand together, not individually in our own missions, but on the ground together on a daily basis, alongside the residents of the Jacobsville neighborhood, to impact their lives through financial coaching and the transformation of the landscape through new housing development built for the average working class individual and family. Thanks to the Vectren Foundation's generous financial and technical support, Hope is committing to build at least 6 new single-family energy-efficient homes. And just like Beth said, it's kind of just the beginning. We're actually already, before this, have already started the initial process of building a home in the Jacobsville neighborhood as well. So it'll be one of many homes that we do in Jacobsville as well. This investment will be over $1 million initially within the neighborhood just from Hope alone. In addition, we'll be providing comprehensive financial coaching and support to the residents of the neighborhood to ensure that every individual is touched, every individual is cared for, every individual is supported. With these two things combined, and with the direction and support of those living in Jacobsville, we will help ensure that this neighborhood remains bright and continues to thrive. Thanks again to the city, to Habitat, and to Vectren for everything.
before we open it up to questions, I'd just like to kind of put a ribbon on this thing here. All the sites where we're building are lots that came from our blight elimination program. This is affirmation that land banking works. It's affirmation that land banking is a critical key to our city as we try to rebuild the city's housing stock. And lastly, I want to reiterate my thanks to the Vectren Corporation, the Vectren Foundation, all the folks from Vectren who've been literally working for months and months on this. Couldn't have better partners than Hope and Habitat. If you look at the product that each of these organizations build on an annual basis, these are quality homes. Quality homes really designed to uplift some of our community's most vulnerable. We couldn't be more proud to partner with each of you. So with that, I'd be happy to take your questions, or if you'd like to interview us one-on-one, you're happy to do that. We do not have cake and cookies for you. Or punch and cookies. Yes.
So for families interested in buying one of the homes, what's the process like for them to decide?
Well, so for the Habitat program, applicants have to have a need for housing, an ability to pay for that home, and a willingness to partner with us. So the first step in applying for a home through Habitat is either to come to our office and pick up an interest packet, or go online. We have our information sheet there that they can fill out, and we start the application process that way. Habitat serves 35 to 80% area median income. So these are really people who are working, but they may not have enough to save up for a down payment or something like that. They have to have some stable income in order to qualify for our program.
So in order to qualify for Hope's homes that we'll be building, it's actually a unique opportunity. We've never done this before, but thanks to the partnership with Vectren being able to afford us with this opportunity to target our housing to those who are between 80 and 120% AMI. A lot of cities have done this. Nashville is a great example of this, of utilizing what's called development for workforce housing. So your average entry-level employee families that are in that situation typically make somewhere between 80 and 120% of their area median income. Well, most federal programs that fund a lot of the houses we build, you have to be less than 80% of the area median income. So this is a unique opportunity to open up that to a wider range of families. To apply, simply they just need to either call our office or walk in our front doors. We have a person on staff, his name's Tony Ajibade. He'll sit down with them, ensure that they're income qualified, ensure that they're prepared, help them access financing, and work towards the purchase of the houses once they're complete. So.
Oh, yeah. So Habitat will be breaking ground in Jacobsville probably late February, early March. The timeline that is set out for our grant is over 4 years. We will build all these homes. We expect to build R20 probably in this first couple of years. Land availability is the thing that kind of drives that.